Good morning from Carnlough. And in this virtual world, I just want to reassure you that it is morning. This is Carnlough. And yes, I am Dougie. I want to begin with a couple of verses from Psalm 3. O Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. Arise, O Lord, deliver me, O my God, for you have struck all my enemies on the jaw. You have broken the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. Words of timeless reassurance and a time when we need just that. It is hard to imagine a situation where things that we just take for granted have been thrown up in the air in terms of a time of unprecedented change and just things that just don't seem to be the way they were before. For me personally, a couple of examples of that. I have a good friend here whose brother died of COVID-19 in New York. And the family, even here, were deprived of the opportunity to have a wake, an opportunity for people to come together and support each other, even within the family. I have a friend who's a priest who kind of wonders how communion will be possible without sharing a cup. I suppose one of the most poignant stories for me in the last few weeks has been the 13-year-old boy who died in hospital and without his mommy being there with him. COVID-19 has been a little bit distant for me, but in terms of personally, one of the examples for me is I cannot imagine meeting up with my 4-year-old granddaughter and not giving her a big hug. Is it an act of God? In the course of my role within the local church, I phone people up and see how they're doing. And that's one of the questions that people ask me. And I suppose what they mean is that they're regarding it as possibly some angry act of retribution. And people might be forgiven for thinking, well, I wouldn't put it past him. But actually, that's not how I see it. I suppose, and what I say to people is, well, I guess it is an act of God if God is all powerful and has created everything. But I think that God is not so much interested in the pandemic as how we respond to it. In the same way as in the story of the Good Samaritan, what God was interested in was how we responded to the person who fell among thieves. At work, in my work, when we are faced with change, say for example a new contract or staff go or something like that, then we always look and see, is there something that we need to learn going forward about how we do things differently? And I have no doubt that at the minute that Croí Council and the staff, whether they're furloughed or not, are giving a lot of thought as to how we will be doing Croí in the future. We, members and friends, need to be mindful of that, and we need to support them. And we pray that they will be guided in terms of decisions that they make about where we're going to do Croí, how we're going to do Croí, and why we're going to do Croí. The Old Testament is full of reassurance, as in the Psalms, but we're also reminded of the challenge of uncertainty, and that challenge is sometimes captured in the idea of a journey. And I want to finish by reading a few verses about a journey. The Lord had said to Abraham, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land that I will show you." So Abraham left, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abraham was 75 years old when he set out from Haran. He took his wife Sarah, his nephew Lot, all the possessions that they had accumulated, and the people that they had acquired in Haran, and they set out for the land of Canaan, and they arrived there.